Someone else who hasn't slept.
Yeah, I'll go find Laura.
Doesn't feel real.
I know. So many things I can't get my head around. Yesterday, I thought a bit of grovelling to Diane and all my troubles would be over. I keep playing over in my head what I could have done differently. I told everybody to leave. I put signs up and I locked the door. I used to think I did. What was he even doing here?
Who knows? Jerry had a habit of doing what he wanted.
Maybe I didn't lock the door after all. Oh, I'm a silly old fool.
It's not your fault.
Well, whose is it then? A good lad is dead.
Oh, Dad, why didn't you tell me you were around here? I'd have come and sat with you.
This is just a courtesy call, really, just to let you know that with no active leads, I'm afraid we're not going to be able to continue the investigation at this time.
Oh, come on, man. There must be something else that you can do.
Unless you're sitting on something we don't already know.
Like what? Oh, you've heard the rumours about me and thought, oh, he's no angel. I bet he had it coming.
Honestly, I wasn't. But seeing as you brought up your past, maybe you were involved with something that you felt you couldn't tell us.
You've hit a brick wall, so you thought you'd come round here and try and put it on me again. I've already told you, I don't know why he did this, but I'm not having you say it was down to me.
I really
He just chucked some acid in my face for no reason I can work out. And now he's got away with it.
Sorry, Mr. Barton, but the case will remain closed unless any new evidence comes to light.
Did you leave a tip, by the way? Steak left that room in.
Did get a bit wild, didn't it? In a good way.
Yeah, we needed it, didn't we? Just you and me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go on, you can turn it back on. I've been itching full night with it turned on.
Come back here, you. Finished being thanked.
Stop it, you make Jerry blush.
Is he even in there?
Don't know if he is. He's up to something.
Yeah, I told you he's a liability.
I'm gonna kill him.
I'm just worried I might have made the crack worse, pulling the plaster off. But as soon as I did that, I got everybody out.
You know what's eating me up? When I came home, I thought I heard something at the B&B. But I just walked away thinking it was nothing. I know now it was Jerry dying in there. And I just left him.
Look, the fact is, you couldn't have known that Jerry was going to come back. He shouldn't have been there. You'd left signs. So it's not your fault, Dad. It's his.
The poor kid's dead. Let's not put the blame on his shoulders.
Well, so long as you don't put it all on yours instead. Hi.
Is Douglas Potts here?
Yes?
We've got a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Well, you can ask me now. I want to help.
We need to do this at the station, I'm afraid, sir, because we'd like to interview you under caution.
Sounds serious.
You're welcome to have a solicitor present, or we can provide one for you.
I'll get my coat.
He's not answering.
Yeah, well, he's blown it. Whoa. A lot of missed calls.
Yeah, saying they keep coming through while I'm on the phone.
Most of them will be from me. I've been trying to get hold of both of you.
Jerry, mate, thanks for opening up. It's amazing. Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm talking to you.
Aaron, love.
You couldn't even let me know that you weren't coming into work again. You better not be at the house when I get back. I need some time to chill out. I'm going to kill you. Go on, what's up?
Jerry's dead.
You don't need to do that.
Stops me from thinking about anything.
You doing okay?
Oh, by the way, I know yesterday got a bit crazy, but you said you wanted to tell me something?
Yeah, I'll tell you later. It's not important. I honestly don't know what to say. Haven't we lost enough?
Yeah, I know.
Do you need a hand with him? Yeah, he's teething, so he's very grizzly.
Yeah, nothing is working. I'd be doing my head in if it wasn't already faulty. I could do this year over again.
But then you won't have Seb.
Yeah, she's right. I'm not normally fond of babies, but he's all right.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they want?
Lachlan White,
Guilty.
I'm sorry about your friend. This must be a difficult time. If you don't mind, we have some questions about yesterday.
Yeah, come in. I'll make a brew.
We'd rather do it at the station.
You all right? Do you want one?
Nah, I'm not in the mood.
Oh, what's up?
BC Flanagan came round. Pretty much said it was down to some personal beef with me and Simon. Like I had something to do with it.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah, we'll try telling him that. I even went looking for Dawn.
When?
About an hour ago. The other day, when I asked her if Connor knew where Simon was. I think she knows something.
Yeah, but you said you'd leave her be. Look, she's a junkie prostitute. Whatever she says isn't worth the time you're wasting talking to her.
Yeah, well. It doesn't matter now, anyway.
Why?
She's disappeared. Simon's in the wind and so is she. I know she wasn't much of a lead, but she was all I had.
Yeah, well, maybe it's for the best.
Oh, you just don't get it, do you? Imagine having your entire life turned upside down and you've literally no idea why. Connor must have put the frighteners on her. Do you know what? I'm going to take it up with him directly.
Well, hang on a minute. Look, he's a nutter. You've seen what he did to me. And anyway, it wasn't him who told Dawn to do one.
So, when did you last see Jerry?
The walk back, Wednesday. We had a drink and a laugh.
And you didn't see him at all after that?
No.
What about texts or phone calls? For the tape, if you could.
No. Not that I remember.
Do you know how Jerry got into the premises?
To be honest, no. I mean, as far as I knew, Doug was locking up. Once he told me to leave the B&B, I never went back.
I think we're almost done. You haven't seen his mobile, have you?
Well, he didn't have it with him.
Nope.
Yeah, he was a bit like that. He was always losing it.
Must have been a nightmare to work with.
No. No, he was a good mate. Good laugh too.
Well, one last thing. Even though we couldn't find his mobile, we accessed his phone records. Come to B&B. Need your help. That's your mobile number, right?
Yeah.
So why did you just tell us that you hadn't had any communication since Wednesday, when clearly an hour before the suspected time of death, you contacted the deceased and asked him to meet you at the very place he died?
You're right. I did text him. I'd forgotten.
You'd forgotten?
Well, when I saw him at the Woolpack, we had words.
You told us you had a laugh. Two mates hanging out.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't true.
So why lie about it?
I just can't bear that the last time I saw him, we had a fallout. I was having a laugh, that's what I wish it had been.
What did you argue about?
I am not pulling his weight with the business.
This is your microbrewery, Wingles.
Yeah. But I was having a bad day on Wednesday. It was just stressy, and I took it out on him. But he promised he'd work harder. We had some battles and stuff to move at the B&B. That's why I texted him.
So he came to help?
Yeah. But he never replied, so I assumed he wasn't coming. Doug told me it wasn't safe, so I went for a drink with my girlfriend and completely forgot about Jerry. He must have got there and trying to prove a point about not pulling his weight, decided to go in. I mean, what if I hadn't texted him? He'd still be here. Alive. But he's not. He's gone. And I feel like that's my fault.
How do you think he got in?
I told you I don't know.
Because Mr. Potts insists that he locked up and there was no evidence of a break-in.
I don't know how he got in, but he did. You shouldn't be blaming anybody. Especially not Doug. Because he must be feeling so bad, but this was just an awful accident.
As soon as we saw that crack, we knew it needed looking at, which is why my partner called the builder in.
And the builder took care of the problem?
Not quite. He said he'd have to remove the plaster, and he was trying to rip me off, because he knew it was an emergency. And anyway, I do a bit of DIY, so I took the plaster off myself.
Yes, we saw that. It looks like the unprofessional work could have made the crack worse.
I was worried it might have. Why did I do that? As soon as I saw what was underneath the plaster, I knew I was out of my depth. And when it started to fall down, I evacuated the place. I called the builder back. I ate humble pie. I said, I'll pay whatever it takes.
And he would have come in today?
Which I realise is closing the stable door after the horses bolted.
Now, you say you evacuated the place?
I put signs up. I did everything I should have done. And I could have sworn I locked the door.
You're not certain?
I'm pretty sure, except for the fact that he got in. So maybe I didn't. But believe me, I took my responsibility seriously.
Perhaps not seriously enough. If you had have let the professionals remove the plaster and got somebody qualified in to make the place safe, maybe this all could have been avoided. With all this in mind, you could be looking at a manslaughter charge, Mr. Potts.
I told Dawn to go and not to come back. You did what? Yeah, well, I was pretty sure she was going to sell you drugs. So believe it or not, I was looking out for you.
You had no right. This is my life. Stay out of it.
Ross, I'm sorry.
You better hope that she calls me.
But she can't. I smashed the phone up so she didn't have your number.
What? Do you realise what you've done?
But I'm sorry.
Pete, the police need new information, and she was the only person that could help me get it, and you scared her off!
Get out my way, man.
The game we got missing, this must be important. Something's wrong, isn't it?
Liv. I didn't want to do this over the phone, but I also didn't want to wait in case you found out.
Found out what? Are you okay? Is it Chaz?
Liv.
Well, I want to say it. You're scaring me.
It's Jerry. He's dead.
What?
He was in the B&B and there was a crack above the door and the whole thing just collapsed on him. Liv. Liv, listen to me. Listen, I know this is a shock, all right? It's a shock to all of us, but you need to be strong. You can't let this set you back. Liv. Liv, please talk to me.
No, you don't have to do that. I can cook tea. If you want to, yeah, nice. Okay, see you soon, love you. Yeah, he seemed fine. He even said he wanted to cook a nice tea. Just the police needed to clear a few things up.
Well, that's great news.
If you need to get off, I can help look after Zeb.
Babysit the babysitter.
You're his mum, you're not a babysitter. But you know your limitations since the accident. If you're sure.
Lachlan's cooking dinner, I'm free to hang out.
I can get Robert to pick me up later. Go on, wage slave, get thee gone. And?
And what?
Well, you obviously wanted me to stay for a reason, so...
I should tell Lachlan first.
Tell him what?
I think I'm pregnant.
Think or no?
I got a test for me and Lachlan to do together, but obviously Jerry and now the police's head is all over the place. But I'm scared. What if I actually am?
Well, you might be worried about nothing. Why don't you do it now?
First Lachlan loses half his family, then his best mate dies. He must be in bits.
I can't imagine what he's going through. This big muppet here drives me mad. Sometimes I could lamp him, but he... Well, it'd be like losing a limb.
To Jerry.
Yeah.
How is she?
It's not good. Steve said he's going to look after her. I just want to give her a big hug.
She'll be fine.
She's in a mess, mate. And from what I can see, this is all Doug's fault.
Dad, why didn't you call me? I could have come and picked you up.
I couldn't wait in that police station any longer.
Why? What's happened?
Oh, it had me going round in circles, asking the same questions.
Like what?
Well, it's pretty clear they think I'm responsible.
Well, how can they? I mean, it wasn't your fault.
It was, though. It was taking off that damn plaster. I thought I knew what I was doing.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself.
Jerry's dead. He was a good lad with a bright future after a pretty rotten start. If I'd left it alone, let the builder do it. But I didn't.
Dad.
It was me. They're probably going to charge me with manslaughter. Oh, my fault. I killed him. And I'll end up in prison. Last years of my life. And it's all I deserve.
Oh.
You want some company?
I'm looking for Dawn.
I can be Dawn, if you want me to be.
She's about your height, blonde hair.
Look, sweetheart, I'm not missing persons. Anything else you want?
What about Connor?
Hey, did you see Rebecca? Robert just picked her up.
No, I must have just missed him.
What's up? What's happened?
I was getting some stuff for tea from the shop and I saw Doug. Police questioned him too.
Well, he'll be all right. It's not like he's done anything wrong. When you asked me this morning what I wanted to tell you...
You reckon he did, though? You want to do him for manslaughter?
What? It's just crazy.
Yeah, he was in bits. Never seen him cry before.
He was crying.
But yeah, he might spend the rest of his life in prison.
Nobody is off to prison. Jerry's death was an accident. You're tired and emotional, and so's Doug.
He won't survive inside.
I need you to listen to me.
Belle, I need to tell you something.
Okay, fine, but just please let me get this out. I've been holding it in because I'm scared, but I'm worried if I don't say anything, I'm just gonna pull it up and never tell you. I'm pregnant. And I'm sorry to just drop it on you like this. I know it's a lot to take in. We don't have to make a decision now. I had to tell you.
Are you sure?
We can discuss it later when you've had time to process it. Anyway, your turn. What did you want to tell me?
After a misunderstanding behind the Rovers, Zazan loses it. Coronation Street next tonight, and then again at 8:30. We check out the Isles of Scilly and the Dorset Coast in Countrywise Guide to Britain at 8. And Murtagh's on the sofa in his relationship, Lethal Weapon at 9.